Okay, we're going to do a walk around video on a 2016 Monaco 45P. Going around here. What we're going to do is we're going to open all the compartments, show you what's inside. This is a power tray. Previous owner left 3 boxes of tile in there, so you have spare tiles. This next compartment also has a power tray. And I paused for a second to grab the starter kit and to turn the cargo lights on. Starter kit has toilet paper, toilet chemical, a standard sewer hose, a 110 adapter, drinking water hose, and a water pressure regulator. This next compartment, the small door that's lockable, is your fuel fill. And then in here, you have your Dirt Devil vacuum cleaner. And here are your house batteries with your battery disconnect switches. And here we have our Surge Guard transfer switch, a Magnum Energy inverter charger, fuse panels, and breakers and relays. With the Surge Guard, even though it is surge protection, we do recommend that you purchase a quality inline surge protector to go in front, because if this thing takes a large surge, it will die in the process. So it saves your coach, but it dies. So, which I tell everybody, it's the kid who jumps on a hand grenade to save the platoon. It works, but it's a one-time thing on a large surge. Small surge is not a big deal. You have a circuit breaker right here on the side of your inverter. Not very often do people trip them, but people do accidentally overload them every now and then and trip the breaker. So if that happens, you have to come out here and push the breaker back in. Brand new tires installed yesterday. DEF tank and air manifolds for your air leveling system. Your house batteries and your house battery disconnect switches are back here. There are relays and breakers behind the panel in front of those switches. Rear engine. Just pull straight back and up to lift open the door. There are locks. There's your hydraulic leveling unit for the hydraulic jacks. Engine oil fill, or engine oil dipstick, engine oil or transmission oil, and engine oil fill. Fuel filter right here. Your power steering fluid is right there. Again, side radiator, so the belts are fairly easy to access. Radiator fill is up there. Air cleaner's right over there. Air filter restriction gauge is right there. On the back, standard 2-inch receiver, 7-way trailer connector, your mud flap, and the exhaust back here is for your aqua hot. Your side radiator system, power cord reel, freshwater tank fill, and here's your wet bag. You have hose reel, you have outlets, cable connection, hot and cold with spray hose. The switch is hose retract, whole house water filter, the filters are not in it. Black and gray dump into your Sanacon unit. Sanacon unit, we're waiting for a new end. And then up here you have your monitors, cargo light switch, water pump switch, 12-volt outlet, This valve right here allows you to switch between the gray, gray and black tank, so you can rinse the black tank or the gray tank. And then those are your hot and cold low point drains. And then that valve right there is you flip the valve to fill the fresh water tank. And you got your gray water valve has a gray handle, black water valve has a black handle. Fresh water tank drain right down there. You can disconnect the Sanacon, which is that big yellow hose, and hook up a standard sewer hose if you choose to. This is your AquaHot 450D. Back there is your control panel. All it is a bunch of lights. It tells you what's going on. The things you need to know if you ever need service are on this label right here. It's model and serial number. Okay? If you have the model and serial number, you can call any AquaHot service center and get help with your AquaHot. You have an overflow bottle here. We're on the cold side right now. But as long as you're at or below, above, between the lines, you're in good shape. Fuel filter, because it is a diesel burner, we have a fuel filter. Again, fuel fills behind this door, and then you have a small storage area right here. This door is the other side of your second power tray. And this is the main front power tray. Again, there's 3 boxes of tiles on here, so if you have any tile issues, you've got extra tiles. Up here, that's what we call the front run compartment. You got your windshield washer solvent, an air compressor and bottle, and that is for your air leveling. You have a service line here that allows you to hook up a hose, and your generator slide switches right there. And these black boxes are fuse boxes. You got 3 fuse boxes. They're all labeled inside the boxes. Put the generator out, press the button towards out. It's an electric slide. It's not real super fast. $10,000 Cummins generator. Pop this door open, pull it out slightly, and then slide it forward. You get access, your dipstick and your oil filter down there. Oil filter is up here on top. You have a circuit breaker up here that must be on. You have antifreeze fill, because it's water cooled. You hold it in the stop position. After 20 seconds, the light comes on to run the fuel pump. That is prime. Start is preheat first. It will not crank until it preheats. And that's it. It's also started from the inside, of course. Hour meter. Keep track of your service. Okay, pause for a second. So I went inside and hit a couple switches to put these window awnings out so I can show you that they work. I'll show you the switch locations inside. I also put the main awnings out. So you can see that both awnings work and the LEDs work. And those are the window awnings here. I didn't get all the way to the back of the coach to put the rear one down, but it does actually work. So somewhere in here. My main awning controller remote is right here. And what you got is all awnings, which is just the two. There's one number front awning, there's rear awning, and those last three are not used. The light symbol is right here. Turns the lights on and off. Since I have it in all awnings, it turns all the lights on and off at the same time. And then in. Press and hold for a few seconds. And brings the awnings in. Inside the doorway here, we have a light switch for all lights, entry lights, cargo lights, that's for the compartments, living room ceiling, porch light, entry step. Okay. Next to the passenger seat, you got a 12-volt outlet, you got your map lights, and you have your step cover switch. Step cover or map lights. There's a map light on the driver's side as well. Step cover. Again, it is electric, so they are really slow, but they work nice. We'll apologize for the fact that this coach has not been through detail yet, but we want to get this video out to you, so I'm doing the video. We're going to do the dash area last. This video will probably be more than one video because of file size limits. I can only do so much time, and then the tablet will time out, so then I'll start another video. And this is what we look like all closed up. In order to put the slide outs out, the engine needs to be running and the parking brake needs to be set. So I'm going to start the coach. Now with all of these new diesels, we do not want it to idle at a dead idle for long, so I'm going to hit the cruise control on and hit resume, and that will bring my RPMs up to 1,000 RPMs. Straight ahead of the passenger seat, the forward facing cabinet, is our aqua hot power switches and our two front slides, tank monitors, your over the door awning, and your heating and cooling. Press the out button. The top one is the passenger side slide, the bottom one is the driver's side slide, and you can put them both out at the same time if you'd like. That's what I'm doing right now. Two fingers, two slides. Alright, you cannot overextend them either. This is your diesel burner. Turn it on, it illuminates. This one is electric heat. Turn it on, it illuminates. This one is engine preheat. Turn it on, it'll warm your engine up. This is your surge guard monitor for your transfer switch. You can see it tells you what your power is on both sides of the transfer switch, on both legs. Your tank monitors are right here. The gray and black are not dumped yet. So you can see the brush is full. There is some gray in the gray and there is some in the black. I have to dump them. We're waiting for that part to get here for the SantaCon. Okay? And then your comfort air. You have zones. You have a system switch. You have a zone switch and a mode switch. At the bottom line here is system. Currently it's off. If I hit system, that's cool. Hit it again, that's heat. Off. So I go to cool. We are in zone 3 and our temperature is 74 degrees. And we are in auto cool for a mode. If I hit the mode button, now we're in high fan only, low fan only, off, high cool, which is high fan all the time and the AC kicks in and out, low cool, and auto cool. And then we have our temperature setting, which is currently set at 70 degrees. If I hit my zone button, we're going to go to zone 1. And you can see it's set at 68. We're in auto cool. It has the same functions. Hit the zone again, zone 2. We're in auto cool, or we're in high cool. Now we're in auto cool. Same functions. Now when I go to heat, I hit the system button and it switches to heat. Now I hit the zone, we're zone 2. I hit the mode button and we do not have a heat option in zone 2. Zone 3 has gas heat, which is your aqua hot, or electric heat, which is your heat pump, or off. Zone 1 has off, gas heat, or off. Zone 2 has no heat options. So there you go. System back to cool. It's warm and I want air conditioning. I'm going to turn the aqua hot off right now because we don't need it at the moment. The aqua hot will provide all your hot water. You have a little storage area up here, directly above the passenger seat is our power control manual, our system. What this does when you are on low power or generator, it will shut stuff off like the air conditioners and the electric water heater and all of that so that you do not overload your power. Here is your inverter control. If I touch a button to wake it up, you can see we have power coming in. Inverter's on, charger's on. When you are driving down the road, or most anytime you're camping, you're going to want the inverter on so that if you lose power, you don't lose your refrigerator. Shore power setup, may or may not use that, but if you plug into low power, you can turn this down and tell it to use less power. Notice the amps are dropping, because I just told it doesn't have the ability to use that much power. Do not turn it up past 30, because the breaker that controls it. AGS in this system is not used. Your meter setup and all that stuff you can play with. Your road trip mission is your in-motion satellite antenna. You turn it on and let it lock on. Your energy EC30, energy command 30. Start and stop for the generator right here, just exactly like on the generator. You have auto gen. Says enter for auto. You hit enter, we're in auto gen mode. Hit it again, quiet mode. Hit it again, we're back to manual. You can do through here, scroll through all your stuff. You can go into setup and info, make changes if you want, whatever you want to do. I'm going to go put the rear slides out, and then I'm going to shut the engine off. With the rear slides, we have two switches back here. One just like the front, out, and that is for the passenger side slide. And the bed slide, out. It's a different switch, it's a different slide mechanism. Okay, I'm going to go shut the engine off. Alright, TV, fireplace, sound bar. Up here, we have all the remotes for the fireplace, for the TVs, for the sound bars, Blu-ray player. Everything's up here. There is an HDMI connection and your satellite antenna connection here for your satellite system. Your wind guard booster is back there. When it's on, you're on antenna. When it's off, you're on cable. You have storage on each side of the fireplace and drawers on this side. Shades. If you get all shades, it puts all of the day shades down in the living area. So there you go. All the shades are down. If I want them all up, I hit the button again. And it will put them all up. Over here in the kitchen side, the lights. I have all lights, dinette lights, soffit, different lights. Now that all of those are up, on the bottom down here, I have all blinds. Press the all blinds, and now we're going to put all of our nightshades or blinds down. The shades are all dark screens that you can see through. The blinds are all solid. And put them back up. There's a little lever right here on this couch. Pull up on the lever. Allows you to pull the couch out the rest of the way. If you lift up on this strap, basically what you're going to want to do is lift up, and you're going to flip it right over and drop these clamps on that pipe, and then you have this extra cushion. And you put the extra cushion in place, and you have an L-shaped lounge. The chair is tied down. There are tie downs underneath it. So you have to remember to unsnap that. Right here, up by the dinette, there's a little pull-up. It's got USB charge ports and a couple of 110 outlets. Your table will pull out. So if you have company, you can have a bigger table. The big black bag is all your manuals. There's a bunch of extra remotes in there. Underneath this cabinet, this white box has in and out and stop. Those are for your window awnings. There's your one, there's your other window awning on this side going up. There's another one of those controllers in the bedroom for the third awning on the passenger side. On the driver's side, we have two awnings. We have one controller, and it's located right here. It's the same exact controller. Press in for the rear one, and in for the front one, and it brings the awnings up, puts them away. Above the couch, we have storage all the way across. So pull out the waste baskets. You can access that also from here. And then the storage back there behind it. The little angled slots are for your sink covers. Let's turn the water pump on. And then this is a nice pull out. Sometimes I need to remember to look at the tablet and see what I'm showing you a picture. I'm talking about one thing and pointing the tablet somewhere else. You have like a little, my grandma and mom would call a bread box, put in there, storage. Like a little roll top desk. That's a little sticky. Storage up here. Storage here. Drawers. Another set of drawers. Alright, this is the prep sheet from when our tech prepped it. Everything's been gone through. Induction cooktop. If you know anything about induction cooktop, they work really cool. The one drawback with these is you can have both burners wide open. You have a maximum of 10. So if one burner's on 5, the other can be on 5. But if one's on 6, the other one will be on 4 as a maximum. Or 7 and 3. Just like that. There is an up-down switch right here. To the right of the stove. Press up. It raises this cabinet section. And I guess the idea was to put a coffee maker or something like that. Or maybe your toaster. So there's a 110 outlet in there. And it's self-raising and lowering when you push the button. The window shade here by the stove is a manual blind. Which if you don't remember to keep those strings out, they'll get stuck in there. And then you have storage here. Like touch-up paint. And it is touch-up paint. Oh no. And then here we have a little storage cabinet. And access to some electrical stuff. I'll pause and put this back together. Oops. Down here on the floor, you have your dustpan. Kick it open, sweep to it, close it. Front door refrigerator with ice and water in the door. Water filter for it. Right now it still has the winterization plug in it. Do not throw the plug away. You will need that if you ever winterize this. Storage cabinets. This is also the controller for your front awning. There are buttons on the back side, in, out, and stop. So if you don't want to use the remote, you can do that there. And then we also have storage with adjustable shelves here. Behind this panel is your 110 circuit breakers. And then there is your hose hookup for your vacuum cleaner hose. Light switches. In your half bath, toilet, light switches, toilet switches. Instructions for the toilet are on the lid. Literally. And the doors. Sink. Drawer. Storage compartment. Pocket or sliding door here. I always going to call them a pocket door. This one's just not in the pocket. It latches in the closed position and it latches in the open position. The little pop-up back there, just like in the living room, is 110 outlets and USB charge ports. Storage. Storage. Storage up here, but not as much because up here we have our wiring and connection for a satellite receiver, and we have our Blu-ray player and outlets back there. TV, drawers all the way across, drawers on the bottom, remote for the TV and the Blu-ray player. I'm trying to lift this bed right now. Extra chairs. If you take the chairs out, you got room for some storage. Been telling people for 20 years, put these blankets and pillows and soft frilly stuff in a storage bag and save it for the trade-in. It adds a ton of value. Light switches. More light switches. The white switch there has 2 dots for high, 1 dot for low. That is your ceiling fan. Your generator start and stop is right here. 110 outlet and a 12-volt plug. You have storage behind the headboard, and then those 2 wood panels close to block off that window. CO detector. Another pocket style door. Again, latches or closed and latches open. This panel right here, excuse me, is access to the water valves and the shower. Bathroom sink, drawers, light switches, cabinet. Again, exact same toilet, switch panels there, the 110 outlet there, this is GFI, and the instructions are on the lid. The shades in the bathroom are manual pull down. Shower, nice big shower with kind of a little seedy type area. Large head, shower head, all tile, nice. This section of the floor is removable to access the engine for service. Splendid dryer and washer. I have ran loads and I did not do laundry in them. I ran them for cycles to make sure they worked. In here is your vacuum cleaner hose kit, adjustable shelves or removable, cedar lined closet. There's